Thank you for joining me on this welcome episode of She Talks to Angels. My name is Leah Silvestri Franklin, and I couldn't be more excited to be here with you today. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me in this sacred space where we'll explore, empower, and ignite the unique gifts that are waiting to shine within you. I've dreamed of creating this podcast for a long time, and it's a little surreal to finally sit down and record this. I am going to start today by sharing a little bit about who I am, how I got here, why this podcast exists, and the ways I hope to serve and connect with you. My journey, the path that led me here, began in the Silicon Valley of California. I have a business background, and with that, I have an undergraduate degree in accounting, a master's degree in business administration, and I spent years in working in the finance and accounting departments of high technology companies. Feeling burnt out and unsatisfied with the impact I was making, I made a huge shift into the nonprofit leadership world. I was a CEO of human services and educational organizations for over 2 decades. I loved that work deeply. It resonated so deeply with who I am as a person, and it was such a privilege to support women, families, and children while I got to lead teams of people who truly cared about making a positive impact. These experiences shaped me, taught me, broke my heart, and stretched me in ways that I will never forget and always cherish. Yet, as fulfilling as that work was, there was a part of me, a quieter, deeper, rarer seen part of me that was whispering. It was looking for something more, something that asked me to step into something of a new kind of leadership, somewhat of a new way of being in the world for myself. One that didn't just serve people outwardly, one that connected women like you and me to their inner power, their intuition, and their unique gifts. Looking back now, I can see how each chapter of my life has prepared me for where I am today. It certainly wasn't linear, and it definitely wasn't easy. Like you, I faced challenges. I'm a single mama. I've navigated career pivots, all while balancing life and the call to lead with the desire to live my truth and in my authenticity. Every challenge has helped me grow, clarify my purpose, and bring me right here to this moment. And then there's this other part of the story, one that is just now really fully coming out of the spiritual closet, if you will. I am coming out on blast where I've been kind of holding back for a long time. I'm an intuitive and I channel angelic messages. Although I've spent years in the structured world of corporate leadership, this spiritual connection has always been with me, quietly guiding me on my path, even though I didn't fully realize it. I've learned that the gifts that we are born with, those whispers of intuition, the passions that light us up, are not random. They're intentional. They're the seeds of our purpose. And my purpose is clear: to empower you to connect with your unique gifts and use them to create a life and a world you truly love. This podcast is for you, the woman who feels a nudge or a niggling in her heart, a tiny desire to step into something more, or a loud voice shouting, "Do something now." You may not have all the answers yet, because really, who does? Yet you know there's something unique inside you waiting to come to life. She Talks to Angels is a space to help you uncover that truth. Here we'll explore how to connect with your intuition, align with your soul's reason for being here right now in this moment, and bring your gifts out to play in ways that feel joyful and expansive. We'll talk about the mystical, we'll talk about the practical. I'll share messages from the angels and stories from my own journey. You'll hear about ways to break free from fear, trust your inner knowing, and live fully as the radiant, impactful woman that you are meant to be. Here's what I believe: you're not here by accident. Your gifts are not random. It's time to bring them forward, especially at this moment in history. The world needs heart-centered women who are ready to create, lead, and uplift others in powerful, transformative ways. The ripples of your light are infinite. This isn't just a podcast, it's a growing community of women committed to showing up for themselves and each other. Imagine this: a worldwide connected web of women, each one leaning into her gifts, sharing her light, and sparking change in the corner of her world. That is such an incredibly powerful and beautiful vision that it literally gives me chills. Through this space, I hope to inspire ways of connection, empowerment, and transformation within all of us. We're not only talking about personal growth or spiritual growth, we're talking about creating a collective movement of women stepping boldly into their power. And yes, we're going to have fun. Because living into our purpose isn't just about work and effort, it's about joy, play, and the beautiful, messy process of becoming. I am so, so excited to share this journey with you. In upcoming episodes, there will be channeled messages, practical tips for stepping into your greatness, and eventually interviews with incredible women who are living their truth and creating ripples of change. You'll hear stories of courage and expansion, as well as learning about resources and tools that I have used to help you facilitate on your own transformational journey. My intention is that every episode feels like a light along your path, a reminder that you're not alone, and a welcoming embrace as you step boldly into a life you absolutely love. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being a part of this vision. I truly believe that if you found this podcast, it's because you're ready to join in this collective journey. If you feel inspired by what you've heard, please subscribe, share this podcast with your friends, and join our community online so we can create waves of light and transformation together. I'm so grateful for this time together, and I'm sending you all so much love. I'm Leah, and this is She Talks to Angels.